drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Derrick Henry. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry running right. He'll have another first down and more. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On first down, Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Mike, check 33. 33. I got him. Street. Check Mike 33. Hey. Mike, check 33. 33.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Taylor. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Running left, Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Hines. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Henry. Running right through him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that is now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On second down now. It's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Henry out of the pistol. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give to Taylor.
59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Hines. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They hand this one to Gronk. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kemoko Turay. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7th. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Bridgewater. Looking for Campbell downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A try here for the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. Here is Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. This goes out right to Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into the starter's blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
80 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, Hines fighting him off. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Taylor.
This time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Shed fights through, and now a crease. And some room to work. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Titans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's got Jack Doyle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Fights him off, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people